This is Moe Tic Tac Toe, a tic-tac-toe game that allows you to play over the Wi-Fi between two Raspberry Pis. As you can see, as I make a move on my 3x3 button matrix, it appears on the screen. When he makes his move on his 3x3 button matrix, it appears on his screen, and then it appears on mine. If I win the game, it asks if I would like to play again. If I click yes, my score goes up, and then we can play again. We're going to click no this time. And this takes us back to our screen, which allows us to input our username. Select the game mode and start, or we can go back to the start screen. Here's another look at our 3x3 button matrix. This works by having the Raspberry Pi send a signal to each row and then read in from each column. If a certain row is on and we read from a certain column, this means that we are at row 1, column 1, if we were to push this button. These Pis are not connected in any way and work over the Wi-Fi. Here we can see a code that allows us to work over the Wi-Fi. We use the socket class or socket module from Python. Here is the buttons logic. That is our shell. Here is the class which allows us to have a board. This is a 3x3 or a two-dimensional array which keeps storage of each location in the grid. We can make a move, and this has logic to check if the move is valid. Then we have a function for checking the state of the game. Finally, we have a string display that was used in testing. Finally, we have our main Python file. We import from Pygame for our GUI, sys for some helpful functions for game logic, primarily waiting. We import from our communications and our board imports from our buttons. We have functions for each screen. And then when we are on the third screen, we implement this run game. This run game returns a winner, which is then used for the rest of the logic. This is for displaying the current state on the board on the third screen. And this is the logic for running the game. Finally, we have one last function for determining if we want to asking to play again and showing the current turn. Showing the current turn was not implemented before the submission of this project.